War, famine, destruction, death. The year is 20XX. Welcome to the future. The Forever Winter is a 4-player sci-fi tactical survival horror shooter that takes place in a future where massive armies are skinning the bones of our once beautiful Earth. You are a scavenger, lovingly referred to as a scav. Within this combat ecosystem, you assume the role of looter and survivor. Trapped between two warring military factions of the future, each with their own objectives. Outgunned, undersupplied, and constantly under attack, you must rely on cooperation and cunning to survive even minor enemy contact. Situational awareness is key in this world. Stop, look, and listen. Trigger discipline will save your life. A target missed is a bullet wasted, and not every battle is one worth fighting. Only kill what you can loot and get away with. Every time you open fire, you are ringing the dinner bell. Make it worth it. Welcome home, deep down in the guts of the city. Refugees seek shelter here, and they choose your level because you have one of the few things that matter. Water. H2O brings traders, shops, and allied mercenaries that have your six. If you want to survive, you'll need to pick up jobs from the two warring factions. Be smart about the jobs you take. The more a faction controls a sector, the more heavy units they will deploy, and the more dangerous it becomes. The more jobs you do, the more jobs you'll get, and the longer you'll keep everyone alive. No one gets by in this world all on their own. So don't be afraid to help others when you can. Donation stations are made available where high-level vets can share gear with low-level baby scavs. You were in their shoes once too. Here you can customize your rig, an innovative modular platform that grants you advanced abilities. Pneumatic jump allows you to quickly traverse rough terrain and reach hard-to-get drops. Turrets allow you to shred, at least for a short time. And scanners allow you to scout ahead to plan your route. You want guns? You've got them. Modify and upgrade your firearms for the jobs you take. Always remember, the more gear and ammo you bring in, the less you can carry out. So spec accordingly. Once you're kitted up, it's time to enter the macro city of Lost Angels. Megastructures meant to house millions lie vacant, while automated underground factories churn out war machines by the minute. As the war rages and destroys the world by day, AI-driven machines nicknamed the Night Shift rebuild by night. Recovery units stalk the streets, dragging the wounded and the dead to be harvested for their organs. Learn your surroundings, avoid patrols, and maybe you can make it out alive. Every job has rewards and consequences. The details matter. Make sure to dig into the intel thoroughly before heading out. Missions may include sabotaging faction facilities, collecting debts, and good old-fashioned MDKs. No matter how easy you think the job is, don't get complacent. Things can change at the drop of a casing. If by some chance you find something of real value, you will be hunted, and the factions will send bosses that far exceed your fire team's capabilities. Take note of their weaknesses and plan your strategy to take them down. Even fully geared, it will require coordination, teamwork, and a bit of luck. There are only 3 types of scavs: the fast, the smart, and the dead. So don't be ashamed to retreat if the fighting gets too hot. Remember, there are no heroes here. Just a few men and women running around in the dark, with half-empty magazines. Forever.
The Forever Winter is a tactical survival horror shooter set in a post-apocalyptic world where gigantic war machines dominate the landscape. This game is all about survival, strategy, and smart plays. You'll team up with other players to loot and scavenge, but here's the twist. Firing your gun could be the biggest mistake you make. Every shot you take might draw the attention of these colossal mechs, making you rethink the typical run-and-gun strategy. Fundog Studios is bringing a unique twist to the looter-shooter genre. The game's CEO, Miles Williams, emphasizes that the key to survival is not just in your trigger finger, but in your ability to scout, plan, and adapt. You'll have to pick routes with plenty of cover and avoid open areas where enemies can easily spot you. Each encounter teaches you something new, how different enemies sound, behave, and whether you can outrun them or need to hide. You'll choose from a cast of unique survivor characters, each with their own playstyles and skill trees. While death means losing all your loot, you still gain XP, which lets you unlock new abilities and strategies. The game's world reacts dynamically to your actions. Messing with enemy supply chains can have lasting impacts, making future missions more challenging as factions retaliate. The Forever Winter promises a persistent world where your decisions have lasting consequences. Help or harm certain factions, and you'll see the world change around you. Even vendors back at your home base might change their prices based on your actions. This game is still in development with no official release date yet, but it's already generating a lot of buzz. The team at Fundog Studios is dedicated to expanding the game post-launch with new content and features. If you're into tactical, high-stakes survival games, the Forever Winter should definitely be on your radar.
Some of the greatest sci-fi titles and the greatest dark fantasy titles this end of the century, they felt the same way. Games which include OG Hawken, Deus Ex, Horizon, The Witcher 3, Hogwarts Legacy, and countless others. We came together to bring us back to that time, and we hope you'll join us. Cheers.